My lab, I'm talking to the camera. I thought I'd do this voiceover, and we're just going to go on a short tour of the Faraday studio, and I want to show you around and show you the relics that we've collected for what, 200 years. Here's some items from the Royal Institution. I've got pictures of the wizards 1, 2, and 3. There's a plaque that was given to me when I became a fellow 20 years ago at the Royal Institution. The wizards 1, 2, and 3. Faraday, Allier, and Herbert. And Mr. Wizard was my idol. He passed the torch to me in 1995. So I've got lots of relics from those 3 wizards, plus stuff I've gathered for over 50 years. And here's some of the sacred items that I'll pass on to WizardⅣ if we ever find them. And there's some really neat items in that case, and people come in and stare at it. Those are chemicals that WizardⅡ had. There's a couple of number of Faraday 1 chemicals in there. Mostly those came from WizardⅡ at Princeton, and he was a chemist. There's a few wizard things in there. Mr. Wizard's. Oh, there's Faraday's gas lamp up there. Yeah, that's right. And the northern pestle that Faraday had. Got those in London. From friends there in London. This table here, this lab station, is one that I studied chemistry at half a century ago. And then I taught chemistry in the lab that housed this thing. So when they were remodeling, I went and got it and put it in my lab. And, so that's where I do my chemical activities. There's a chalkboard from the old chem lab. And oh, there's somebody looking in the window. Who's that? Oh, that's Eddie. Here's Faraday. Michael Faraday, and he's the father of our studio. So we put his picture here to keep the spotlight on him. And he was Wizard 1, Queen Victoria. We called him Wizard, which meant the wisest one among us. And hanging next to him is a miner's safety lamp that was developed by Faraday's boss. A miner's safety lamp made by Sir Humphrey Davy. They call it the Davy safety lantern. And that lantern is an example of doing science for the common purposes of life. That contained the candle flame but would not set off the gas and hold us around it, so miners could work safely in mines. And the Royal Institution sent us a replica of that to hang here in the studio. There's Casey Bones, the famous skeleton that I had in my first television series, WizardⅣ, called Dead's Attic. I used that skeleton and had it ever since. Oh, there, up there on that shelf, there's a globe. That was Mr. Wizard's globe set up there. It shows back in the 1950s. So those are 2/3 of a century old. And these other the shelves just contain props that all the wizards have used over the years. And making videos, books, and photographs and stuff, all sorts of science education media. There's the television I watched as a kid. I watched Mr. Wizard on that in 1956 or 7, something like that, 60 years ago. And oh, there's the piano. You know, all the wizards have been musicians. Isn't that amazing? I play that piano every once in a while. So all wizards are scientists and musicians. There's the some props that bicycle wheel wizard used in the 50s. And oh, there's a sign. That was a webcast we just did last week with the Royal Institution in NASA. And up those stairs, that's the stairway to heaven, we say. That goes all the way up to 3 stories up through the storage and up into the observatory on the roof. We have telescopes up there that we use once in a while. And my old legs are looking up those stairs. And up above, up in the mezzanine, there's just all storage of props and hundreds and hundreds of books, science activity books, chemistry books and such. And there's the W4, the WizardⅣ. I'm the reigning wizard, but by golly, I've got to find WizardⅣ to come down to the studio, take it over someday. Speaking of studio, this is the TriCaster system we use. Oh, hold it. There's the elevator that we built. I guess that we built it because I'm getting too old to go up and downstairs. That's a homemade elevator. And yes, it will carry me up. So once in a while I ride that up to the observatory. Here's the TriCaster. It allows us to send video all around the planet. We do that. We do hardware science right from here. And send it to 4,600 ACE stores. And then we go to other places all around the planet. Saudi Arabia, South Africa, Japan, South Korea, England. Do a lot of do-it-yourself stuff, so we'll shoot it right here on this old workbench that came out of junior high school. And there's, over here's a picture of Michael Faraday and his wife Sarah. That's an old picture of Mr. and Mrs. Faraday, probably taken in the year 1830 or so. And down below is a picture of Wizard 3. Mr. Wizard, that's his first TV studio in Chicago in 1951.